people, whoever has played before us, I mean, their contribution has been amazing to keep the game alive. And this World Cup is just a victory for all of us who fought for this battle for years. And after every World Cup, we would have that look to each other that, kab hoga?
कब होगा?
We had a visualization session just before the final, and all of us sat down and visualized just one thing, that India are the world champions. So we visualized that as a team, and when actually it came on the screen, we all told each other, see, it's finally there. I think that moment kind of it felt like we won the World Cup.
What a tournament it was, going in as underdogs and coming out as winners. तो आपने वो कब महसूस किया, क्या महसूस किया जब आप जीते?
I think firstly, thank you for calling us here. And I know your contribution towards women's cricket has been amazing. And yeah, I mean, people, whoever has played before us, I mean, their contribution has been amazing to keep the game alive. And this World Cup is just a victory for all of us who fought for this battle for years. And I remember, I think me and Harman, I mean, we've been part of the team. I have been part of the team for 12 years. And after every World Cup, we would have that look to each other that, kab hoga?
कब होगा? और इस बार हो गया.
And we've been very close. A lot of times we've been in finals, but it did not. Things didn't go our way. But I think I remember we had a visualization session just before the final, and all of us sat down and visualized just one thing, that just underneath the scoreboard, there's a banner saying whoever wins the last, like there'll be like India wins the World Cup, and India are the world champions. So we visualized that as a team, and when actually it came on the screen, we all told each other, see, it's finally there. I think that moment kind of it felt like we won the World Cup.
This gives me goosebumps. It gave a lot of, I'm sure it gave a lot of people in the audience here who watched it goosebumps. What an incredible moment it is. How did it feel holding that trophy, standing alongside? They've been heroes of yours as well, right? Yeah, role models of yours that you've looked up to. What was that feeling like?
Yeah, I mean, it was just amazing that they all were present at the ground when we lifted the trophy. And we could see that happiness and smile on all of their faces. And for us especially, I mean, I remember in the last World Cup, One Day World Cup, we all really wanted to do it for them. And I remember promising Juluti just after that World Cup that I'm really sorry we could not do it. But whenever we win the World Cup, hopefully we'll win the next World Cup and dedicate it to you. And even of course Mitali. So I'm happy. I mean, there was Reema Di and whoever was contributed in women's cricket. I mean, everyone was there at the ground, and just to see them celebrate and have tears in their eyes, because as I said, it was a battle which was fought over years, and that particular day it just felt like women's cricket is winning, and it was not that particular team. Anyone who was associated with women's cricket maybe didn't play the sport but helped it grow.
Yes.
I think it was a battle won for all of them.
Kriti, आप एक बहुत ही cool customer हैं. She's a very flamboyant batter, of the most flamboyant batters in our team. आपकी क्या mindset रहती है जब आप मैदान पे उतरती हैं?
I think mindset एक ही है, बॉल देखना और मारना.
I like that.
I mean, I've always been a very simple person, not complicate my life with overthinking about anything. And one thing I believe, that if you put a lot of work behind the scenes, because what happens on the ground, everyone looks at it that and judges on that. But what I judge myself or the team is the work which we put behind the scenes. And I really pride myself to do that work day in, day out, even if I'm feeling good about things or bad about things, whatever it is. I think if you put that work behind, and when you go out to bat, you're just very confident about what's going to happen. So I think that's one thing which I pride on myself, but that's one thing which also changed massively for our team in the last I would say last 1.5, 2 years, that the work ethics, you could see a different shift for all of them. They all had a game plan of how they want their next 2 years to look like, and that's something why we got the results.
But tell me something, this focus, this concentration, this patience, is it cultivated or is it something that is inborn, in your opinion?
Yeah, I
When
think
you go
as-
out there in the middle, the focus, razor sharp, forget everything that's going on in your life, whatever, go out there in the middle, see ball, play. You know, where does that come from? Is it, how do you manage to block everything out and what is your process?
Well, to be fair, I mean, as Herman said, the love for the game. And I don't think I love anything in life more than cricket. So when you go out to bat or when you go out to represent your country, I don't think any other thoughts are there in the mind. When you put on the Indian jersey, the only thing you want to do is represent India and win the match for the country.
Wow.
And yeah, I mean, the biggest motivation is that when you put on the jersey and the India is written. I mean, I always tell everyone that once you put on the jersey, you just keep all your problems
Everything
aside
else.
and just be on the field because you have a responsibility and you are one of 2 billion people who are representing your country, and I mean just the thought of that is enough for you to have that razor sharp focus and do what you want to do.
Beautiful. Wow. Spoken like an athlete, a champion athlete. Thank you for that. Women are made differently, okay? We play as good cricket as the men do, but we are made differently. So I want to know, are there ever disagreements within your team and sort of who sorts them out? How does that work, Smriti? Or does everyone get along? Because in a team full of that, in a squad full of 15 women, team of 11, does everything go hunky-dory or is it like थोड़ा कभी-कभी मतलब issues होते हैं और कौन resolve करता है?
I think I'm liking how you've asked me this question. all the nicer ones were there.
No, you look like you're the kind to resolve issues. That's my impression of you.
Well, I think firstly, I don't look at it as issues because everyone is wanting to win the game for the country and everyone has their own opinion how will we win the game for the country.
Healthy discussion.
So we
So united in purpose when you're out there, but there can be issues in the dressing room. कभी-कभी होते होंगे. अब देखो women's cricket के बारे में लोग जानना चाहते हैं और तो वो inside story थोड़ी तो बतानी पड़ेगी आपको.
But genuinely, if we don't have that discussions or arguments, we aren't winning on the ground. Because if we do not have those sort of discussions where we are disagreeing to
Right.
something, that means we are not passionate enough to win the match for the team. So we do definitely have those sort of discussions. I wouldn't again say it's arguments. I would still term it as discussions because I mean, of course, we have to select the best 11. We have to decide if you are batting first or bowling first, and everyone has their own opinions about how will win the match. I don't think anyone is correct or wrong. They have their own thought process that how would we win the match for the country. But I don't see ever that the discussions goes into arguments because I feel we
You
have.
can agree to disagree.
Yeah.
और आगे बढ़ो.
Yeah, there might be times where I go to Haridi and I'm like, you know, we need to do this, and we have the liberty to each other to say yes or no, and that's pretty. I think we've kept it very chilled in that terms that she can say a no to me as well. Even I can say a no to her that I don't think I still think we should do this. But I think without that, I don't think we would have had the trophy.
Of course, without the passion, I mean, with passion comes disagreements and opinions, and it's nice to sort of manage it that way, navigate it that way. What is the one thing from the game of cricket or teamwork that applies to the sport as well as to business and life?
I think there are two things. Firstly, I don't have any knowledge about entrepreneurship, so don't take me wrong in any ways. But there's two things which I really keep thinking when I'm playing the game. And what cricket has taught me is that you always start your innings from zero, no matter if you've got 100. So
That's beautiful. That is a beautiful, wonderful.
that's like
There's
the
a
next.
lot of relatability there. Yes.
Yeah, the next day is always a new day for you have the best day or the worst day. I mean, you still have chance to get better at it. And the second thing which we always discussed during the World Cup that don't play for yourself, play for the person who's right next to you. And I mean, of course, in entrepreneurship, there's a lot of people behind the scenes. So sometimes we get too caught up for doing it by ourselves and we put that pressure on ourselves. But when sometimes when you start thinking that I want to do it for the person right next to me, I mean the job gets a little easier. So that's what we kept discussing, that we have to do or play for. Like I wanted to score 100 for the person right next to me rather than for my own self, which really helped.
That gives you another kind of drive altogether, doesn't it? Beautifully said.